Hello everyone, this is Archive 12 here at the Studios and Archive 12 Plays, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Trails of Cold Steel. In the last episode, we made it through yet another grueling day of classwork, and it's been 2 weeks since we were initiated as Class 7 in Thors Military Academy. Our instructor, Sara Valestein, I think it's Stein. Anyway, Sara, she has given us information that the day that we're about to play now is our first free day of our academy life. Basically, the free days allow us to attend club activities, hang out with friends. For Rean, he has been volunteered by Sara to help out the student council. He wasn't necessarily thrilled about this, but Sara did mention the fact that it does relate to an upcoming event that she has planned for the entire class, and she wanted to give one member of Class 7 a quote-unquote sneak peek of what that event's going to entail. What is that event? We don't know yet. She's going to tell us at the end of our practical exam, which will happen in the next episode. For this episode, however, it is the free day. So, as you probably saw when I started this game, I have selected max bonding points. What does that mean? That means that I have the ability of hanging out with every one of my classmates. Under normal circumstances, free days only allow you to have a specific number of bonding points for you to hang out with specific people. That means that if you miss out on hanging out with the other people, you can't see their events. I have the ability of watching all the events because I'm playing on New Game Plus and I unlocked that ability. So I'm excited to see some of these events because I haven't seen all of them. I've only seen like select characters. So it's going to be fun. I know that you're going to be able to see events both in the morning and the evening of the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through. We're going to help out the student council because that's one of the jobs. I may or may not show you the stuff that's going on with the student council events. They're just mostly side quests. I'll show you the stuff that is like required, the events that say that we have to do them. But when it comes to the side quests, unless I think that they're going to be relevant to the story later on or relevant to even minor aspects of the story, I probably am just going to skip over them in the recording. I'm still going to do them, but you guys don't really need to see it because, like I said before in a previous recording, some of these events do take a long time to get through. Some of them are quite time-consuming, and while I know where to go and how to do them, it doesn't stop it from being any less time-consuming. This game can be very long. In fact, it is very long. If you look at how many hours I've played on this game on Steam, I am sitting at 104 hours. So that tells you right there. Most of that's on the first playthrough, which was like an 88-hour playthrough. Anyway, yeah, we're going to start. We're going to do the free day. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I have the orbital delivery, which that one I might actually skip just because of the fact that it's just taking me around the town of Trista, just to more or less just explore all the shops. Although I may not, because it does give you a chance to really meet George. I'll see what happens, and it may be included, it may not. Colette. But this one I'm definitely going to show you. This is like the biggest thing of all the free days. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For details, come see me in my office on the first floor of the main building, Principle Vandyke. One from the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh, hey, and one from another first year. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. I hope I don't screw this up. I'm curious about what that engineering club one is, too. Sounds interesting. Well, I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. I forgot how messy her room is. My goodness. Look at all the alcohol. Oh, hopping right on it? Aren't you a diligent student? I bet Towa's got you so wrapped around her finger already that she snaps her fingers and you leap into action. No, that's not how that is. And besides, I'm not even sure what to think of you sitting here relaxing after dumping all that work on me. Hey now, I'm an instructor. It's my precious day off, so let me just be completely unproductive for one day, okay? I feel like in your mind every day is a day off. Oh man, I love Sara. I'll leave it to you to give the student council whatever help they need. Just remember, poor little Towa will be sad if you didn't. You might even sniffle and shed a single tear. Oh, you're so manipulative. Why do I love you so much? This, I don't think, is going to have a whole lot of voice acting. So you guys are going to have to bear with me with my voice acting. I apologize if you hate listening to me talk, but you came to my YouTube channel for a reason. And if you're fans of JPDE, which I imagine most of you are, you know that I do try my best to emulate the voices as best as I possibly can, at the very least to give the impact that it's the other characters talking, not me. So, whew. You're looking pretty busy there, Elliot. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones at that. I just carried them up here and I'm already totally beat. I can believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these too, so I should probably look through them. Well, I am already here. Should I give him a hand? Yes. You look like you could use a hand. Mind if I help out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Well, we're done with about half of them now. I didn't expect there to be quite so much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food in here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister's way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you have a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit on the clingy side, too. I mean, I'm grateful that she's sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, actually. You can tell that she really cares about you. Really? Oh. Is that sheet music? It looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? Then I guess joining the wind orchestra wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it. So I ended up choosing Thors instead of a music academy. Weird. Really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Sure, one of these days. Many of these little bonding events aren't going to be very long, but they do have sometimes they do have some significant story impacts later on. So I'm interested to see when I transfer this save over to Cold Steel 2 what sort of things pop up, because I know some of the stuff because I've completed some of the full bonding event routes, but I haven't seen everything, so I'm very interested. I was surprised that in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops one could possibly want. This cafeteria has a rather pleasant atmosphere too. It seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like the town's built around the academy. I have to hand it to you though. You're really dedicated to your studies. Just doing what's expected of a student. You should try making more of a habit of preparing for your classes in advance than reviewing the new material afterwards. That seems like a smart idea. Maybe this would be a good chance to get to know him a little better. Do you mind if I join you? Not at all. I was just thinking about taking a break myself. Go ahead and order something. You can tell this cafeteria uses some high-quality beans for its coffee. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then? Mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it for as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. This actually makes me curious as to what kind of person Governor Regnitz is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you're drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing, too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. It doesn't help that I always associate it with the nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at a cup the other day. That couldn't be anyone other than Eustace. How do you sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try some of my coffee too, then. This is either going to go, oh, I really like this, or there's going to be a spit take somewhere. You're right. This isn't bad. Glad to hear it. I might actually consider having some of this coffee next time I'm really studying. Keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't the two of us study here sometime, then? That sounds like a plan. such a simple way of being able to get to know people. The bonding events, as they get more progressive, end up getting far more detailed and intimate with these characters. But again, I've only seen certain characters' bonding events. Machias is one of my personal favorite characters for a variety of reasons. Why do I hear footsteps? What's some random NPC walking by? That was odd. Probably them over there. Anyway, Machias is one of my personal favorite characters, but to be perfectly honest, I haven't actually spent very much time with him in this game. I like his combat style, and I enjoy the commentary he has when he's in the field with his peers, but I haven't actually spent a whole lot of time. I've never seen any of his bonding events, so I'm looking forward to seeing how things progress with him.
My old friend Alan apparently joined the fencing club, so I thought I'd pay him a little visit. It seems really busy right now, though. I wouldn't want to interrupt. Maybe I'll stop by some other time.
Loggins, why are you wasting your time practicing the basics when you could pick up where we left off yesterday? Surely I am not the only one who feels our draw was unsatisfactory. Shut it. You're a first year, you do the basics. No two ways about it. And here I thought you were such a hothead that you'd jump at the chance. Oh well. I suppose defeating you so hastily would spoil the fun, so I'll let you off for now. Ugly little shit. Given your uniform, I can assume you're part of Class VII. That's right. Mind if I ask who you are? My name is Patrick. I'm from Class I. Class I, huh? That's one of the upper classes, right? I'm Rean Schwarzer. Pleased to meet you. Do you really think the feeling is mutual? I couldn't in good conscience say that I was pleased to meet anyone from some pathetic group of nobodies that calls itself a class. Again! Correction! Eusis Alvarea, one of the highest individuals, or coming from one of the highest individuals in the land, or highest houses in the land, happens to be part of my class. I hardly consider us to be a class of nobodies. Also considering the fact that Machias' father is the imperial governor again, not just a class of nobodies. God, I want to punch him in the face. It's the second time he's called us nobodies. The first time was in the last episode. While you're at this academy, it would serve you well to remember your place. We wouldn't want commoners to start thinking a little special treatment makes them better than the nobles, now, would we? The thought couldn't have been further from my mind. Thanks for the advice. This guy's a real peach.
Wow, look how cool that second year with the blue hair is. I've been checking out different sporting clubs, but I think this one might be the one for me. Maybe if I join, I'll be as confident and strong as she is.
Is she confusing Laura for a second year?
Good day, Rean. Have you come for a swim too?
Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club's active at this time of the year, though.
Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training.
How did I know you were going to say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while?
You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short-distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times?
Sure, I can do that. Gold! That took you 22.34 seconds.
Just a so-so time.
So-so? You tore across that pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish.
Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one.
Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could hardly take my eyes off her while she was in the water.
Is there a reason you're staring at me?
Oh! No, don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours, then?
Perhaps more a habit than a specialty. The Gram is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems that doing that has slightly improved my swimming in general.
I don't know if slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you'd join a more combat-oriented club. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training.
That's the hope. My father once told me, there are things about the sword we can only hope to learn by stepping outside its shadow. I had every intention of putting those words into practice upon entering this academy.
Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life is very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
There's no need for that. You have your own sword. You can do the same.
I guess you're right. Forget I said anything.
I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out.
And best of luck. I know you can do it. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person that President Towa was with when I first arrived at the academy. You've got a good memory. I'm George Gnome, second year, Class 3. I'm also the head of the engineering club. You're Rean of Class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Towa told me you'd be helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I'm curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all this machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep. You can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbment factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbments here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request, right? That's right. I handle that stuff here at the engineering club too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So, what do I need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 orbital products for me. First up is the orbital scale, which needs to be delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. You can give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club, home economics room. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside of the academy too? Yeah, there's so much talk about the club that I just started
getting requests from the people of Trista, too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out.
That certainly explains how you ended up so busy.
Sure does. The second delivery that you needed to do is an antique orbital lamp. This one goes to Mick in the pawn shop. You'll find that in the southeast corner of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out.
An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood.
Last but not least, the final one I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one goes to Michael over at the Radio Trista. Radio Trista is on the southwest side of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there and she'll call Michael out for you.
An orbital wristwatch for Michael at Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that.
And that's everything. Let me give the items themselves.
I'll be sure to be careful.
It's not going to be easy carrying all those things around, but I'll show you manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done.
Of course, I'll get started right away. Hey there, you wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting for? Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's million talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide the more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. You put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have any interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised how many students here can't. Here's the thing, the cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than making it yourself would. Have you ever tried to cook anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're as virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something, doesn't matter what. I tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. And to top it all off, here's a really easy recipe to start off with. It's so easy, I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Thank you very much. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Sure, we've got tons of them. If it sparks a fire of cooking into your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of these then. Well, thanks again for bringing me my orbital scale. And pass my thanks along to George for fixing it too. Will do.
Got some business here, kid? Or you just window shopping?
I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club.
Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over already, will ya?
Right. This guy doesn't seem too friendly.
Kid does nice work. I swear. Why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who'd have thought that an item break right after I paid for it?
That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here, out of sheer curiosity?
Fair few, sure.
What, you looking for some money?
I don't lend money to kids.
You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So, like, items for items?
Oh yeah. I think I got something a while back that I think a kid like you might like.
It's yours, as a way of saying thanks for the delivery. delayed. Is this a card game or something? Seems that way. Some good-for-nothing second-year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. But you can give it a try, or don't. Or burn it for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks. It's really nice of you. I have a strange feeling that he just gave it to me because he didn't have anywhere to put it, but oh well. Oh yeah, another thing. My shop's got the finest selection of curios from all over Trista. If you don't see anything you like, come back later. I change up the goods sometimes. When? When I feel like it. Now. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery. Enjoy the cards or whatever. Anytime.
Welcome to Radio Trista. How may I help you today?
Is there someone named Michael here? I've got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally, I'd like to take it to him directly.
As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you had a delivery for me from the engineering club. I do. Here it is. Wow, he really fixed it up. That's some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that would be pretty intense. Well, you know, it starts at 9 tonight, and if things work out, Radio Trista is guaranteed to see a big increase in popularity. Which means I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of... Oops! Sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune in for the show tonight. You bet. Or I would if I had a normal radio. Well, gotta head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally, I'd treat you to something like tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Alright. That's the last item delivered. I should go tell George. Oh, hey. Seems like you're done with the deliveries. All 3 of them. Nice work. So, now that you've finished delivering those, what do you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I normally would have gone to either. I might have wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I didn't think most students would. The pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find, too. That's true. But I now feel like I've got a general idea of where most of the places in Trista are thanks to this. It almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did you. Well, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while at Radio Trista too, didn't you? Did he tell you anything about that new show they're starting up? He did. He says it starts at 9 p.m., right? I figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about that show, and his enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Are you planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Oh, don't have an Orba radio? In that case, here. It's all yours. Wait, really? It's the latest model, too. Same one I've got. You helped me out big time today, so it only seems right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. It'd be a waste if I just leave it here collecting dust, but I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Oh? Instructor Sara came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing the maintenance near all your Arcus units.
No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's orbital factory, so yeah. And, of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units myself. So, if you need help with anything Arcus related, you just come visit me and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be in charge of this stuff. That's quite the compliment. I think I'm just about talked out for the day. Thanks again for your help. Here's hoping we can exchange favors.
Ditto. We'll be counting on you. So before oh wait, never mind. I was about to say, before I start with my my last place, which was investigating the old schoolhouse, I was going to say I was going to go talk to Principle Vandyke, but it looks like the game has a little something extra for me. Whew! That was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. It feels good though. Kind of fulfilling. But now that I think about it, George might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like I know more about Trista and the Academy now that I'm done. Who's that? She's hanging around here. She must be a member of the engineering club, right? The big thing next to her wasn't here before either. What could it be? Well, it doesn't matter now. I've got another request to finish.
That about does it. Now all I've got to do is report back to George.
But she does know George after all.
Ah, the wind felt fantastic today.
Alright, now to Principal Vandyke. Yep, I guess I had to talk to him anyway. Excuse me, Principal. I'm Rean of Class VII. Ah, good, good. I've been waiting for you. Looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. He must be, what, 2 arms tall? Towa tells me you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate that you're taking the time out of your free day to assist me on this. Oh, it's no problem, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse? Precisely. And I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sara who insisted on making use of the trap door, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her, however. Please do accept my apologies. Oh, no, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kind of already figured it was her behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought was just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It almost felt as if... Indeed. Almost as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon? Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate it to its original statue form, eventually. Really? Yes. And as a result, the area has long been used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange alterations have begun occurring there. I've recently received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to go in and investigate whether there's any truth to these reports, then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified for, given your prior experience down there. I suppose that's true.
and I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though, if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to you turning back. I should also stress that I'm making this request as Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates' assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to go do it alone. Oh, understood. I'll do just that then. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. It's the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe.
Thank you, sir. Just like before, when I was in the old schoolhouse, I probably will be skipping to the most important bits, because there's probably going to be a lot of combat that you guys don't need to see. There we go. I wonder if anyone else might be interested in exploring this place with me. I should try calling them.
I can't believe we're going back in here again. I really don't think this is a good idea.
Well, that's because it probably isn't. And neither of us would blame you one bit for turning back. It's not too late.
No, thanks. I'll come with you. I've got that practical exam next week after all. I need to familiarize myself with my orbital staff as much as possible before that. Besides, if I turn back now, I'll just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you.
Well, that's very kind. Thank you. There's only 3 of us, though. So, we'll need to watch each other's backs and proceed with caution. The underground area should just be through that main door, correct? Yeah, that'll take us to straight to the room where we fought the stone gargoyle. Best to go through that than falling through the trapdoor again.
No arguments here. I really hope that thing hasn't regenerated yet.
Whoa.
Well, at least that monster isn't here anymore from the looks of it. And it doesn't look like we've got any more creepy statues ready to come to life either. Wait. Did it always look like this in here?
No. This room's definitely smaller than it was the last time we were here.
How?
I'd say it's about half the size. Maybe even less. And there are things present that weren't here previously.
Like that door? I don't remember there being a door here last time.
I don't remember being there one either. But at this point, I'm not really sure what to believe anymore. Strange as it may be, we should go and have a closer look at it. This is essentially why we're here, after all. I have the ability of making my characters significantly stronger than they are currently, but I'm choosing not to because I feel like that would just be OP.
Unbelievable. This isn't even the same place. I don't remember passing through an area like this at all.
I don't either, because we didn't. The entire layout here has changed completely.
How?
I can sense new types of monsters here, too. What do you think we should do, Rean? The principal sent us down here to investigate these mysterious changes, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now that we've seen just how major these changes are, there's no way we can go back empty-handed. We should head in as far as we're able.
Here we go again.
May the goddess be with us. Alright, let's do this!
Oh, hello there.
This looks tough. Careful!
All right. They're open! Elliot!
Okay!
There!
Yeah!
Here we go! Ha!
Right!
Okay, that didn't work.
Keep it up, everyone!
Here we go!
I love this song. This is my jam.
All right, let's do this! Right.
Got it!
All right. There! Now! Got it!
Good night!
It's my turn. Marcus, activate. Here we go! There! Go! Gaius! Right! There! Take this! All right. Here we go. Too slow.
Excellent. On a counter.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Phew! That was one tough battle. Still, we made it through.
We sure did. And I'm really starting to get the hang of this new combat link, too. It feels like the Arcus has practically synchronized my breathing with the two of you. That's a good way to put it. It's a strange feeling, but not a bad one. I think we've reached the end of the line, however. It sure looks that way. And I don't see any other routes that we could take. It really does feel like the entire structure of these ruins has changed completely since the last time we were here.
Yeah, it's a little hard to believe.
I guess that means we're done here. We should head back outside.
Okay.
As long as the route we took to get here hasn't suddenly shifted on us, we should have no trouble finding our way back. Alright, back outside. We've still got to report to Principal Vandyke. I'm sure he'll be very interested in seeing and hearing what we have to say. The sun's beginning to set.
We were down there for ages.
We should probably give a report to the principal. Would you mind coming with me?
Not at all.
Let's go. Well, this is certainly unexpected.
So the layout has changed completely since last month? I knew something was amiss there, but I had no idea it had progressed to such an extent. Do you know anything about the origins of these ruins? They look like they predate the school by, well, a lot.
I'm afraid I can't be certain who constructed them, nor exactly how long they've been around. But you are correct. They existed for at least several hundred years before the Academy was founded. All signs point to their construction occurring sometime during the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages? You mean the chaotic period that began after the Great Collapse 1,200 years ago?
Most of the ruins archaeologists uncovered from that period are full of strange things. Some of them seem to have been made with the technology we don't even fully understand. We're talking magic, alchemy, but the inside of a building completely changing its layout? I have to say, that's a new one. Definitely not normal.
Indeed. No record of such a phenomenon exists in Academy records. We have a bona fide mystery on our hands, it would seem.
Well, I'll try to have a look around the place myself when I get a chance. I've been curious about it ever since I started working here.
I'd greatly appreciate it. Schwarzer, Craig, Warzel, thank you very much for all your hard work. There was no trouble at all. I'm happy we were able to assist.
Yeah, it's always good to help.
If you will please excuse us, then.
The three of you did pretty well. And it seems you're getting the hang of your Arcus, too.
Combat links definitely did make our battles in the ruins a lot easier. They could prove to be a powerful asset if we're able to master them.
Hard to get the timing right, though. Well, just keep at it. You'll need to be forming links with your other classmates eventually, too, after all. And let me reiterate once again, you've all done very well today. Especially you, Rean. I'll be expecting great things from you next time, too.
I'll do my bit. Well, wait a second. What do you mean next time?
Well, the way I see it, you're a natural at this, so why stop now? Besides, with how busy our poor student council president is, don't you think you would want to do everything you can to help her out?
Well, I guess I do feel kind of bad for her, but... okay, fine. I'm in, I guess.
That's Rean. I'll pass on the good news to Towa then. Oh, and the principal gave the okay for you to keep hold of that old schoolhouse key. You're welcome to go poke around inside anytime you wish. Anyway, I'll be seeing you kids later. Toodles!
Are you sure you're alright with this, Rean? Yeah, I'm sure. It's not like I signed up for any clubs, and as long as I don't wind up with too many more tasks than I had today, I'll be fine. Well, okay then. But if you need any assistance, please let me know. It's really no trouble.
Same goes for me. And I'll be happy to come with you next time to the old schoolhouse, too.
Lies. I have 2 additional bonding points. So who are these bonds? Oh, Towa and Elisa? Will I actually be able to apologize to Elisa? Alright, let's go talk to Towa first. Because Towa's adorable. Goodness gracious, this recording has gone on for almost 2 hours. No wonder my voice is so sore.
Practice came to an end largely without issue today. However, it seems as though cleanup duty is left to us first years. Or perhaps I should rephrase, left to Alyssa. It would be foolish to expect a lady of my standing to perform such menial tasks.
Poor Elisa.
Good work today, Rean. Turns out your assistant was just what we needed.
I'm just glad I could take a bit of weight off your shoulders.
You really did. George really appreciated your help, too. I'm amazed you managed to take care of all that and investigate the old schoolhouse.
Well, if you ever need a hand again, let me know. My schedule's pretty flexible. I mean, I'll be at Thors all year.
Thanks. You should head back to the dorms and get some well-deserved rest.
She still seems pretty busy. Are you still busy? I'd be happy to help if you need a hand. I've already spent the day working, so a little bit more won't kill me.
Are you sure? You must really be tired.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can do a little bit more if it'll help you out.
Aw, thanks, Rean. That's really kind of you. Well, if you insist. Phew. Finally done.
You had a lot on your plate. Now I see just how busy the student council can be.
There's so much to get done that I almost always have to take work home with me to finish everything on time. Are you sure you're okay with this, though?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you'd help us out next month too, right? Trust me, you shouldn't feel obligated to help out just because your instructor told you to.
It's fine. I mean it. Besides, it's not like I'm not getting anything out of it. Yeah, I can't let the chance Instructor Sara has given to me go to waste. I need to branch out, try new things. That's the only way I'll ever figure out what I want to do with my life. I put a lot of effort into getting into this academy, and I'm going to make my time here count.
I'm going to be blunt here, Rean. Do you really need to push yourself like this?
What?
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing your best and helping other people out. I'm a big fan of both. But at the same time, it's important to take the time to just sit back and rest too. You need to have some balance. Because if you don't, there may come a time where you want to work towards something important to you but can't. Oh, sorry. Wow, things got really heavy there. I probably shouldn't have even been saying anything at all when I hardly even know you. But I just don't want to see you hurt yourself by going overboard or anything. Because you're just as important as anyone else in this academy, even if you don't realize it yourself.
Thank you, President Towa. I was kind of worried about being able to do enough while I was here, but this is kind of a weight off my shoulders.
That's good then. And if you're ever feeling tired, feel free to come visit me. At the very least, I can make you some nice hot tea and we can talk things over.
Roger. I don't think I've ever met anyone with such a soothing personality. She's right, though. Pushing myself too hard will burn me out.
Well, I've got to push myself just a little bit harder. Because it sounds like since Ferris decided to ditch cleaning up after the lacrosse practice, Alyssa might need some help. Still.
What do you want? I'm in the middle of something if you didn't notice.
Wait, are you on cleanup duty all on your own?
That's part of the job as new recruits. There was a noble girl here too, but she went home. Why am I even telling you this? I don't need to explain myself to you.
Doesn't seem like she's going to be forgiving me anytime soon. I need to find a chance to apologize to her properly. Do you mind if I help you out a little bit? This seems like a lot of work for any one person to be doing on their own.
I'm not going to stop you. You better not try anything funny, though.
I won't. Sports clubs almost seem like they're more trouble than they're worth. First they set everything up, then they go through grueling practice, and finally everything needs to be taken down again.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, I was spacing out, wasn't I?
Huh? That's right. Don't let it happen again.
At this rate, I'm practically dead weight. Gotta make up for lost time. There we go. That should take care of most of it. But she was seriously trying to do all this by herself? She must certainly be devoted to this club. Ah! Sorry, I was in your way, wasn't I? I'll start cleaning up the other stuff.
That's not what I meant. Why am I so stubborn? This was my chance, too.
Looks like we're done for the time being. Were you really able to clean up the whole club room on your own?
It's not like I would have let you in there either way. This is the girls' club, remember?
Right. Good point.
But you did help me out. Thank you.
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind. We're done here, so go away.
Okay. See you. That went about as well as a train crash. I guess I'll have to kill her with kindness to get things... I guess I'll have to kill her with kindness to get back on speaking terms.
Way to let a perfectly good opportunity slip through your fingers, Alyssa. We can't keep doing this all year.
No, you really can't.
Not bad. But I don't think I can manage much more than this. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass the beginner examination at all. Better do some studying. It sounds like this is going to be a busy week, what with that ominous practical exam looming over us. I do have that radio from George here. We had that Orbital radio back home, too. Never knew they made them this small, though. Let's see. Which station is Radio Trista? Ah, there we go.
It's 9 p.m. and you're listening to Radio Trista. Welcome, welcome. Don't touch that dial, listeners. You found the right place to be tonight. It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Abend Time after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Clichés are clichés for a reason, after all. Anyway, my name is Misty, and I'll be your host. Hopefully I'll get to feature some famous guests at some point, so be sure you tune in every week or you might miss them.
You know, she's got a pretty nice voice. This might be good to leave on in the background while I'm working.
I hope life has been treating all of you well this month as we slowly near the end of April. Here in Trista, the beautiful lino flowers have passed their peak and begun to wilt. But wilting flowers are beautiful in their own way, as they serve to remind us just how fleeting this existence truly is. I'm sure many of our listeners are students, busy with the challenges of adjusting to their new lives. But what harm is there in taking a moment to admire nature every now and again? It's good for what ails you, I say.
Okay, let's get your practical exam started, shall we?
So I am actually going to wrap this up here because of the fact that this is going to be continuing on into the next section. This will be featured in our next episode. I'm just going to have to reload my save and get to that proper point, but that's okay. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. I apologize this video was very long. I didn't expect it to be. I suppose the free days are probably going to end up being this long, but I will cut down as much as possible so only the bare minimum important aspects are going to be featured. In the meantime, this was Arkoff at 12, and I shall see you in the next video.